trying to figure out how publishing to, I've got this new toy called Amiibo, and I'm trying to figure out how it works. Yeah, it's saying 1 minute 30 in, but I'm not seeing anything on my screen. This is like the most boringest. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Showing live now on my laptop, so I'm hoping I'll be able to see your comments. Turn the mute on that thing because I don't need to hear myself back weird. Oh, there we go. There's the live chat over there. Hey! Okay, let's see if I can get that up on a... Can I open that and make it bigger? Sorry guys, if this is all a little bit confusing. Just trying out this new little camera that I've got right there as a possible kind of live streaming thing while I'm transcribing and practicing and things like that. Yeah, that's hello for everyone. We got, where are you all from? So I can see Seattle and Germany already. Probably be just like now on the comments, but let me know how you all doing. The idea here was yeah, testing the audio. Oh, Keith's here. Hello Keith. Relatively quiet. Might just be because I'm talking quiet, I don't know, but this is just a test to see how things go here. I don't know if I can adjust my audio or not. Settings, general, user interface, no, that's not the one. Lightning speaker. I've just got this new fancy pants thing called Amiibo. Still, obviously I don't know if I like it or not. Oh, here we go. There's a heap of things in here. iPad, audio, echo suppression, editing. No, it doesn't have a volume here. Oh, lots of people from India, North Korea. Yes, Mr. Billy. I got a feeling I don't believe you, but it'd be awesome. Milwaukee, Brazil, Dover, Germany, Toronto. Love Toronto. Czech, Poland. I need more volume. Yeah, I don't know why my volume is quiet. I'm just trying to find that now, if there's a way of, oh god, my back is knackered. Echo suppression is on. I'm wondering why it's so quiet and how I fix it. If there's anyone who knows about these things. Oh, hang on, there's the microphone volume. Yeah, we got it. Well, hey, how's that better? Let's whack it right up there and see if that's... How's that? Is that... because I can pump up the volume even a bit more, I think, from here. Didn't recognise me without the cap. Ah, well, the cap is over here. And seeing as you good people, so nice, joining me on my stream, I'm going to let you in a little secret. Where's the camera? Over there. I keep forgetting because there's a stream over here. It's over there. One of the reasons I wear the hat all the time, it's not because I'm covering up my... I'm going bald, right? There's no question about it. But, you know, I'm in my 40s. I'm allowed to go bald. That's kind of part of the deal. But there's still, you know, there's a little bit there still. It's you know, I'm going to have to start doing a comb over soon or get implants or something. But one of the reasons I wear my hat all the time is because it's where I hide my microphone. So my microphone is just stuck in the top of my cap, and I've got this cable thing, which is why I don't often wear the hat when I'm not filming or doing stuff where I need the microphone, because it's got like big cables and stuff. So that's one of the reasons why I wear the cap all the time, because it's super convenient for that. And it will stop, I must admit, it will stop, like, you know, over the next 10 years or so, as I go more and more bald, it'll stop the videos aging as much, I hope, rather than if I just, if I do it. Shout out to Daniel Priest, wanted a shout out. Yeah, there we go. Irregular Star asks, am I married? I'm not actually married, but I've had the same girlfriend for 11 years, so we're kind of married. We got child stuff, so, but we're not actually married. I'm not religious, so it didn't seem to make a lot of sense. Yeah, that's the deal with the hat. So this is the idea of these things. I'm going to try and do some semi-regular kind of Q&A sessions where you can ask me questions about guitar-y type things. I'm just trying to get all my my setup sorted out so that it's nice and convenient for me to do it. This way I can stream to either this channel, which is my main YouTube channel, for lessony sort of Q&A sessions like this, but I'll as well stream to my songs channel for transcribing. I can't do the songs stuff on my main channel because I might end up having some fun with the copyright people as they get all grumpy. So I'll grab my nice new froggy, which I think some of you heard the other day. I did a live stream, but it sounded really, well, frankly horrible because it was on my how's that for the level? Anyone? There we go. Play something, get it out. Q&A. Somebody says, is that a Taylor guitar? No, it's called a Froggy Bottom. A very strange name for a guitar, that one, but I really like the sound of it. Had not really any intention of buying it at the time, but it's kind of grew on me. Okay, volume is way too loud, distorting. Okay, we need to get the volume sorted out then. So let me turn that down now. Okay. How's this now? Okay, how are we now with the sound? Somebody, if no distortion here, says Keith. Not sure if this is post. Okay, Bowie12 asks, when I started to learn guitar, how many hours a day did I practice? So that I guess when I started, I mean, I was really little when I started, like 6 or 7, mucking around on a ukulele, and about 10 or 11, I guess I must have been, late primary school. I got a guitar, a classical guitar, and I don't really know how many. I never counted how many hours practice I was doing. It was just like I played all the time. You know, I didn't play as much cricket with my mates or go to the beach as often as the other lads did, and played guitar more because it was what I was into. You know, just listening to records and trying to figure out stuff. I played in a band already, so I was learning songs to play in the band and stuff. So yeah, but I mean, I practiced through college. I probably played a couple of hours every day at least, all through college. And then when I left college and I went to the Tasmanian Conservatorium of Music, which is a like classical music school. I didn't finish my degree. I only did the first 2 years, and then I disappeared off on tour it was a bit more fun, being rock and roll. And in that period was when I practiced a lot. And then I left Tasmania and moved to and so a lot, I mean, like between 8 and 10 hours a day. So I'd heard of this Steve Vai 10-hour workout thing, and I just took it to heart and practiced really hard, you know. And then I moved to London. I went to the Guitar Institute, and again, I just used to. One of my friends who I lived with used to wonder why I wasn't dead, because I didn't do anything except play guitar, and you know, I didn't even eat properly. I was pretty not very healthy, definitely. So yeah, that's what. So I did probably, you know, let's say between 6 and 10 hours a day for 6 years, I suppose. I was completely absorbed in it, and then I got more into songwriting and other things. So you know, I definitely don't get 6 hours practice in these days. I try to get an hour's practice every day. At the moment, I'm working on acoustic stuff because I've got a couple of gigs on doing acoustic stuff. I don't really gig very often, so I need to get my set together of songs, some originals and maybe some covers of like Tommy Emmanuel and Eric Johnson and stuff like that. So obviously I need to practice that stuff, so I try to do an hour's practice of that. Somebody was asking about guitars, how many I have. I don't know, a lot, but I don't exactly know how many I've got. You know, they're spread out a bit. I estimate it somewhere between 20 and 50. I'm not sure. More than 20. Probably 30, I'm not sure. No, I don't have a non-music job. Working on the website is and making these YouTube videos is what I do. I mean, I do, you know, sessions and stuff like that as well. And obviously writing books and doing those sort of things related to the website. So I'm busy all the time, but it's not. I don't have a job other than playing guitar. I haven't. The only time I've had a job other than playing guitar was working in a bar. When I first moved to England and school finished, I ran out of money and I worked in the George IV pub in Chiswick High Road for about 3 months. And a horrible job, paid bad pay, and a horrible gig doing stuff like polishing all the brass out the front of the bloody pub. It was an awful gig. How many amps have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 amps is how many I've got. Who do you think you are now the best musician that you've ever been? Yeah, I think I'm probably the best musician that I've ever been, although I can't play as much technical stuff as I used to. You know, in my teens I used to be able to play Satriani and Steve Vai songs and stuff along with the record, and I stopped practicing the really fast sort of stuff, and it seemed to disappear. You know, I don't miss it really, to be honest. I'm better. I feel like I can express myself better, and I'm more in touch with the instrument than I've ever been. So yeah, I feel better than anything else. Do you recommend sound dampening panels for home studios? Yeah. So like behind me, in the corners, I've got these. I think the brand is called Hoffer. They're a German make of stuff. You'll see right behind me there's a black curtain as well. That's also a sound absorbing curtain. It's not just like a regular curtain, it's there to absorb the sound. And I have the same curtain just over on the side of me there. And behind me I have the what are called bass traps, which are these big round things that suck up the bass frequencies, because the speakers behind where you are, there's speakers and they're quite big speakers, so that they need absorption. They need something needs to absorb the bass behind the speakers, otherwise it gets real boomy in here. How loud is a 5-watt champ-esque combo? I mean, the whole wattage thing is just a bit silly, really. I mean, I've got just behind the speaker here, I've got a Marshall JMP. Yeah, JMP 50 watt, which on a 412 cabinet, and it's unbelievably loud. Like, I never use it unless I'm using, just over here on the rack, you can't see it, you just see the corner. I've got this Fryette power station, which is like a thing that you can, an attenuator, so I can use those amps. I mean, I mostly use the Kemper, which is again, you can't see it, it's just off on the side. Right here next to me is the Kemper Profiler, which is what I use nearly all the time. I really like it a lot. Yeah, actually, what I'm kind of thinking, maybe I should position that thing over there, the camera, so you can see the gear, but then this one's better for seeing my hand if I'm transcribing. I don't know. Okay, ukulele lessons. I will revisit ukulele lessons, but right now I'm really into this new website development, so you guys don't know about it yet, I guess, or some of you will have seen me talk about it in my newsletter and stuff, but I'm redeveloping my whole website. It's so much better than the current one. It's got all of the stuff is really well structured. Every lesson I've ever done, every song, and you can search for the stuff that's at the right level and by what chords it uses and all of this sort of stuff. And it's yeah, I'm really excited about it. But it takes, I'm spending at least 2 hours a day just going through the site, making new lessons for it, structuring the lessons I've got, and it's yeah, that's my main kind of big thing. That's why the video lessons are only like 1 a week at the moment, is just because I'm really focused on that as my main thing right now. Most important thing that a serious musician have to practice to become a professional musician. Well, I mean, it's all changing now, man. It's a lot different to what it was when I was growing up as a musician, because like I gigged 5 nights a week at least, and there was loads of live work in my town, and when I grew up there was still work for kind of session guitar players. I was just at the edge of that, where people stopped using sessions and when home studios became real popular, so it changed a lot. And I think the thing that people these days have to figure out is how to make a living on this, because it's all different. Just to make a living just playing guitar is very difficult, I think. I'm really lucky that I get to, I found this little niche of doing guitar lessony stuff, and I really appreciate that I've got to this point, because I think it's probably hard for people to be just a guitar player now. You have to do a lot of different things. So that's the answer to your question. Is the most important thing to be a professional musician these days, I think, is versatility. To be able to be, a songwriter, work in the studios, play in a wedding band, make some YouTube videos, write a book about guitar playing, all of those. I think you have to be able to do all of that stuff now, instead of just, you used to be able to do one thing. Someone says there, I don't know, I can't pronounce that Chinese character name, I'm sorry dude. Have I ever used a Tonewood amp? Yes, I absolutely love the Tonewood amp. I think it is the bomb, and you should all go and buy a Tonewood amp straight away. I want to fit it in this guitar as soon as I can. I've just lost the little sticky things that stick the magnet inside the guitar, but I'll have it in this straight away. I think for practicing just playing and writing, the Tonewood amp is one of the coolest, most creative things for ages. I'm kind of privileged that I'm in a studio most of the time, and I can plug it. I've got preamps here that I can just plug the guitar straight in the preamp and use effects in Pro Tools or whatever, which is, I find it slightly, I've got more options to play around with if I'm in Pro Tools than in the Tonewood. But like if I'm sitting in my garden playing or practicing, which obviously I don't do at this time of year because it's awful, but definitely come summer, it's so nice to have like reverb coming out of your guitar or delays. Tonewood amp is a revolutionary thing. I think it's awesome. So you should check it out for sure. Did I learn to learn how to play from Marty? Well, I would. We're about the same age, so it would have been pretty difficult to teach each other. Yeah. Quick lessons, quick tips that I can improve my rhythm guitar playing together with my lead guitar. Rhythm guitar best off playing along with records that are really good, like records with great groove, and just practice playing your rhythm along with them until you absorb that thing. That's what I reckon is the best thing for working on your groove. Did I grow up in Australia? Yes, I grew up in Tasmania, specifically, the little island at the bottom of Australia. So Enoch's really going for it on the Autumn Leaves. I'm not playing any songs other than improvising today because I'm on my main channel and I don't want to have copyright problems. Somebody's just saying about trying to put the feel into their, I can't remember, the questions are flipping off the screen pretty quickly. And I can't, there must be a way of expanding this chat thing. So it's like, pop out chat. Say, yay, now I can make it all big. There we go. Can I make the text bigger as well so I can see it? Yes, here we go. Yeah, getting this live thing together. Or am I at the top of the bottom? Is it going up or not? What acoustic pickup do you recommend? I don't know. I'm testing acoustic pickups right now. I don't know what one was in this guitar when I bought it. It seems to sound okay. I really like the Maton AP5, so I might end up using that. I don't know. So yeah, I need to do some testing of those things. I want an electric kind of pickup as well. That's a nice chord. Yeah, haven't played that chord before. Anyway, sorry. Okay, what's that going on my... Sorry, let me just check in what's going on there at home, because it's... oh, okay. My missus is just letting me know that she's back. My daughter's asleep, that's cool. Do I need to do anything? Let me reply. There we go. Oh, I love technology, all of this stuff everywhere. Things to consider when buying a guitar. I think the most important thing when you're buying a guitar is that you like everything about it. So I wouldn't buy a guitar that I thought I should have or whatever. I have to really like it, because the guitar is the thing that we're communicating through or whatever, you know, it's the conduit, so it's really important that you enjoy it, you know. That's why I found with this one, I didn't really want to buy it, to be honest, but it felt nice, and I liked the sound of it a lot, and it was just like it had some characteristics that I had been missing on some other guitars, so I got it, you know. Especially with electric guitar, you know, the amp is probably more important to the sound than the guitar itself. So finding a guitar that you like the feel of and like the look of, and you like, you know, how it sounds, and then tailoring your tone with your amp is probably the right way to go. Acoustic guitar, you do have to be a little bit more conscious of the sound and everything, because I think that's pretty important. When am I going to post the chain lesson? Well, I've got to finish transcribing it. Yeah, I'll hopefully get to that sometime this afternoon. We'll see. I may be on parenting duty this afternoon. I'm not sure. I'm supposed to just be working a half day today. Any books you recommend for sight reading? I seem to memorize everything. Help. Yeah, I've got a book on sight reading, note reading for guitarists, which I co-wrote with my friend Dario Cortese, who's a ridiculously monster good reader, session guy, and yeah, it's really good. You go and check it out. It's available at thejustinguitarstore.com. Go and have a look. Foundation of history of the channel's a funny one. I mean, I just started it at the beginning. You know, YouTube was pretty new, and I was just trying out some stuff. I was teaching and touring and stuff, and I just started doing it, and it worked out pretty good. So, but I'm not. There wasn't really a plan at the beginning. Not really at all. How do you shape your nails? I don't anymore. I'm completely, well, I've got a little bit of nail there at the moment, too much, but I'm trying to learn to play without any fingernails. So I just found maintaining the nails, especially when when the daughter came along, was just difficult, and I was kind of worried about them scratching her and stuff. So no, I'm just playing with bare flesh now. It's taking a little while for the calluses to appear, but they're getting there, and it's getting, the skin on my fingers is getting tougher all the time, which is great. I love this. Everyone seems to want to know how many guitars I've got. Like, that's the most important thing in the universe. I just find it weird. Sorry, I don't mean to be nasty, Ali. It's just an odd thing. How much time have I been playing guitar? Well, a long time. I'm 40 something now, and I started when I was 6, so a long time. Do I prefer fingerstyle or pick playing? I like both of them equally. I really like I like fingerstyle as a thing, but I like as well the power that you can. Those effects that you can get with a pick. I like that a lot. Any more plans for fingerstyle folk lessons or Travis picking? Yes, it's on the plans. When it's gonna happen, I don't know. Keith's asking, I take it there's no nearby electrical equipment. No, I'm in the middle of the countryside now, so it's yeah. The only noise I get is like my daughter running around, or my wife, whatever, making them, driving around, but essentially it's. How many picks do I have? Now there's a truly pointless question for you. Yeah, I've got thousands of picks because I've got Justin Guitar picks or whatever. I get bags of them for, to give away places. bending strings and release with pull-off on the acoustic guitar. Tips. The only thing I noticed when I'm doing that sort of stuff on acoustic guitar is this part of my hand sits like right on the... So everything's muted by my hand so I can... I'm not getting any extra strings because that's one of the things that happens. Quite often if I'm playing both slide guitar or acoustic guitar, I often find I'm picking with one finger, so my thumb lies over all of the thicker strings, my fingers go on the thinner strings, and then my first finger... Actually, I'm using my thumb as well. But I'm definitely, like, fingers are resting on the strings and my thumb is resting on the strings, just trying to keep it clean and clear. But it depends on what I'm doing. Often I don't, I was jamming a bit of blues, I don't care about strings ringing out if I'm doing that. Waiting for Tunnel of Love lesson. Funnily enough, that you should mention that, because I had it clean out on my studio yesterday, and I found, and it's just sitting down here on my stool, my Tunnel of Love transcription. So yes, that's back on the practice schedule. Oh, I can't play it. Okay. I was about to start reading it, but anyway. Yeah. No, I don't do private lessons anymore. Have I ever played on a stage? Yes, rather a lot, for a long time. If you Google Katie, I'm just trying to think what's a good one. Probably if you Googled Katie Mellower Live Earth on YouTube, you'd probably find me playing in a massive arena in Germany where I did the World, not World Music Award, what was it called? Earth Day? Live Earth. That was what it was called. That was the biggest show I'd ever done. I've done a lot, Wembley Arena and lots of big arenas, gigs and stuff around the world. Toured for a long time, Not as my, not under my own name, but as a side man for other people. Tips on playing country guitar. I'm not very good at country guitar, so yeah, my mate Dario does good country guitar lessons. I'd go and check him out. I'm 52 now. Am I wasting my time trying to learn? Dan, of course not, man. There's no time limit. It's just, it's one of those things like, it's too late for me to become a ballerina if I decided I wanted to be a ballerina. They have male ballerinas, right? It's not just women. Anyway, whatever you call a male dancer. It's too late for that. I'm too old and not flexible enough and whatever. There's no chance of me ever doing that. So there are things in life where it's just too late, And it's too late for me, or any of you probably, to become Tommy Emmanuel, because to get that good you need to practice, 1,000 hours a day for 60 years, to become that good, that level of accomplishment. So it's too late for that, but it's not too late for any of us to really enjoy doing something. So no matter what it is, as long as you enjoy it, that's the most important thing. So it's not like, it's never too late to learn guitar. It's just like, you want to be realistic about what your goals are. If you wanted to be, a world-class session musician and you're in your 50s, you might be a little bit too late, because you're not going to be cool and trendy. You're probably not going to like the music that the little kids are listening to, and therefore what you want to play might not be that cool. Maybe it could happen. There's some pretty hip dudes around that are older, older dudes that are still doing it. I just thought then as I was speaking, Robbie McIntosh is, I don't know, probably must be 50, and he's working with John Mayer playing arena, so I guess, but I'm pretty sure that Robbie's been playing for a very long time and he's extremely good. So anyway, enough on that. Shout out from Saudi. Hello Farhad. I can be a ballerina. I know, I'm just so disappointed I'm never going to be a ballerina. What type of musical instruments do I love except playing guitar? I can tinker around on piano, but I'm not very good. I can play some songs and stuff. I could have a little sing-along session and make up some things on piano, but I'm not very, I can't really play. Other than that, like bass and lap steel and mandolin a bit, and ukulele, the other guitar-y sort of instruments. Hello, knowledgeable man Garrison. Oh, 6 to 8 hours a day. Well done, man. I'm glad you like my lessons. Thank you. It's a difficult learn course, have a fingerstyle. I see my father playing. Still like I wonder. Ivana, it's just as a pianist and singer. Yeah, if you're a piano player and singer, you'll probably find some things become easier as well if you're learning guitar. You know, not everything will be difficult, but probably the dexterity, the muscles that you need are just different. So, you know, everything that's different or new is harder. Hello, Bobby. Really enjoy playing a great attitude. Teacher for 40 years. Oh, thank you, Bobby. Glad it's going well for you and you're teaching and playing guitar for 40 years. It's a lucky job, isn't it, that we get to muck around playing guitar. I feel bad when I've got friends that work like, you know, in offices or whatever in front of computers. This is the ballet channel, yeah. Maybe I wonder how much money I could raise for charity if I started doing ballet lessons. That would be pretty funny. My opinions on metal, lol. I mean, I love metal. Well, I love metal. I never got heavier than like Celtic Frost was always about. That was about my limit of on heavy, and I really don't like metal where they sing like screaming, screamo-y sort of stuff. I just don't get it. It don't do anything for me at all. So I don't really like that. So Delta Blues lessons, I'm not sure. I've got this series of solo blues guitar lessons that I need to re-film or do something about because they're very old. I might put them up on YouTube instead of the DVD thing, I'm not sure. But yeah, some of that is kind of Delta-ish. What do I think about stereo wet-dry rigs? Don't bother with anything like that because I'm not playing live, so in the studio it's, you know, I can have a wet-dry rig in 1,000 different ways in the studio, so I'm more into that. Do I fancy coming back to Oz? Well, I'm hoping I'll be out in Australia, I think, hopefully early next year. So that's what I'm working on. Hopefully do some workshops out there as well. Probably just the big towns, probably just the East Coast, I think. Don't know, still trying to figure it out. How are we going? Okay, it's getting a little late. I've got to go, and I've got a few things to do before my daughter wakes up, including having some lunch. Yes, I've seen Mark Knopfler live a couple of times. I'm friends with Richard Bennett, who's Mark's rhythm guitar player, so I normally always, you know, Richard sorts me out to go and see them. We go and have a lunch and talk about guitars and stuff. Big Knopfler fan, incredible guitar player. Big Richard Bennett fan too. Big shout out to Richard. Incredible guitar player. Plays rhythm guitar for Neil Diamond and Mark Knopfler, and you know, like seriously incredible guitar player. He's got solo records out as well. I was trying to think what the last one was called. It was really good. I think maybe Country Cocktail. I think it might be called. If you like that sort of laid back acoustic guitar, strummy, great. If you're looking for a record with incredible rhythm guitar feels to play along with, you couldn't go wrong with some stuff by Richard Bennett because his feel is just outstanding. One of my favourite guitar players to listen to for feel. Him and Mao Young are probably my two favourite rhythm guitar players. Anyway, so somebody's been, please add some more to the mic. Yeah, I have to be careful with this mic. I'm still trying to figure it out. What I'm thinking, I'm probably going to sort out if you guys like this streamy stuff. I might get into, I might patch the studio into this thing so that actually, I quite fancy the idea of like writing a song and doing a whole session where you guys can see the screen and hear what I'm doing. I think that would be a really interesting experiment. Yeah, that's the plan. I think I'll probably going to have to leave it at that for today, but I will be back very soon, so watch out, keep an eye on your YouTube notifications. Now that I have this little live streaming thingy set up, I shall set up the rest of it with and see how it goes. But I'm planning on being around a lot more this year. Generally, I think it's a fun time to be doing live stuff. Yeah. Randomize the game. Why you're not answering me? I don't know. Random. I just, there's a lot of questions going on, and I can't get to everyone's questions. So I'm really sorry if you if I offended you by not answering your question. I didn't mean to. I'll try and keep an extra eye out next time. And lovely to see you, Keith. I'm not using OBS Studio. I'm just using the Mevo things. I've got this Mevo camera up here. Just I like the idea of it's small and portable. It means when I'm traveling doing workshops in Italy, I can set it up, and it all seems like it'll be pretty easy. So I've got to figure out now how to stop the stream. So yeah, thank you for joining me. Let me just see if I can figure out how this works and how I turn that off. Okay, this must look so weird to say. It's like, oh, he doesn't know what he's doing on the stream, but he's live and people are watching. That's very weird. Anyway, okay, there's a red button there. I think